Hey guys, hope everyone's having a great day. My name is Sophia Daly and I wanted to go over Young Living's Premium Starter Kit. I call it 12 and 12, so the 12 oils and what to do with them in 12 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and start my timer. I'm not sure if I'll make it, but let's try. Okay, so the first up right now is so I'm actually going over the Young Living Premium Starter Kit. It's a little bit glary in here today, so I don't know if you can see it. So we're going to go over the entire kit and what's in it. Okay. So we're going to start off, the first thing that we're going to start off with is Peace and Calming. And Peace and Calming is an awesome blend. It has some orange, patchouli, and some other things in it. And it really kind of creates a nice calming environment as well as an uplifting environment with some of the orange and things like that in the blend. Okay, so I'm going to show you how you would put oils into your diffuser. The diffuser comes with your kit. You kind of just open it up here. And we're actually going to add some water to it first. So fill up your diffuser with water. And I kind of have this bottle just handy next to it, so it's ready to go when I'm ready to go. Add a couple of drops, about 3 or so to start. And let's go ahead and get that started. So that's our first one, first oil that we're talking about that you can use in your premium starter kit and how to use it. And that's by diffusing it. Okay. And the next thing that we'll go over is, let's go with Stress Away. So Stress Away is an awesome blend. It's a blend of oil, so it's not a single oil. It actually has some lime, vanilla, it smells so good, ocotillo and some things like that. And it kind of reminds you of a vacation in a bottle. So what I'm going to do with this one is make a simple spray. So I just take this bottle here and it's a small bottle, so I'm going to add 3 drops. Come on, Stress Away. It's being stubborn, so I'm actually going to take a lid off here and kind of get it going for us. Put at least 3 drops worth in there. Okay, I'm going to close it up. Add a little bit of water to the spray bottle. And you can actually add a little squirt of witch hazel or a little dash of salt into this mix. Shake it up, and then spray it around your room for a nice room spray. The little lid popped off on me. Spray it around the room for a little room spray. It smells so good, and it'll just kind of refreshen up your room. So in place of Febreze or any of those types of things, you can make your own DIY room spray. Okay, so it's really awesome. So we have Peace and Calming and Stress Away out of the way. The next thing we'll talk about is lavender. So how I use lavender on a daily basis is I actually put it into my mascara. I use Young Living Savvy Minerals mascara. It is my favorite mascara. The brush is awesome. It works like great. It doesn't kind of flake off and leave you the dark marks under your eyes, which some mascaras do. So it's wonderful. So what I do is I take the mascara, open it up, and I add 1 drop of lavender oil into the mascara. So 1 drop. It's all you need. It goes a long way. Put the brush back in there and kind of move it around a little bit. I even kind of take it and kind of move it around a little bit, things like that, which is awesome. Kind of take it out and apply it directly to my eyes. Lavender is really good for your hair, so it's really good for your eyelashes. So it'll help with eyelash growth and things like that. And on top of that, it just smells so lovely. I put my mascara on obviously every morning before I leave for work. That's the only makeup I actually wear is mascara. And I just love it. So there we go. Some beautiful little long eyelashes there with the lavender oil. So I really love lavender oil. There's so many other uses you can do with it, but this is what I use lavender for on a daily basis. Okay, the next thing we'll get to is lemon. So lemon essential oil is very potent and it's very awesome. So not only can it help you remove sticky, grimy things like stickers and things like that from a bottle, but it could also help degrease and do things like that. It's also great added into the Thieves Cleaner just to kind of help boost that cleaning power. How I use it mostly on a daily basis is in my water. So I just have a glass of ice water here. Just wanted to mention if you use citrus, anything citrus oils related with Young Living, you want to either drink out of a glass, porcelain, aluminum, something like that. No plastic, because it can kind of leach off the plastic because it is an essential oil and it is a citrus essential oil. So I just add 1 to 2 drops to my water. That's all you need. This little bottle will last you such a long time. They're very concentrated oils, very high quality oils with Young Living. Okay, so put lemon to the side and you just kind of drink it. It's really awesome and refreshing and good for you. So basically, instead of drinking a latte or something in the middle of the afternoon, you can have some lemon water, and that'll help boost you up a little bit and kind of keep you going through the afternoon. The next thing that I'm going to talk about is peppermint. Ooh, and I actually don't have the things for peppermint with me right now, so give me 1 minute. So as I just mentioned, we're going to go ahead and work on peppermint now. So we have peppermint essential oils here, and we're actually going to make a nice foot scrub. So it's really awesome. It's wonderful. What I have in this container here is salt, just regular table salt. You can use different kind of salt if you like, but this is what I'm using. So I'm going to put a couple tablespoons there. You can make more, make a bigger batch, whatever you'd like. And then I also add a coarser grain Epsom salt, just to kind of help give me some texture here in our foot scrub. So basically we have the really fine crystals, and then we're going to use the thicker crystals just to kind of get in areas that are a little bit more rough and need some more help. So to this mixture here, so we have a small little container here, and to this mixture, move this over, I'm going to go ahead and add 2 drops of peppermint. Actually, I'm going to add 3. And you can add more or less depending on your taste, but it really is a concentrated oil. So you really only need a little bit. And then this is actually just fractionated coconut oil. So it's the coconut oil that stays liquidy. So I add 1 pump at a time, actually 2 pumps, and kind of take it and stir it around until it gets kind of like a consistency where you, like a scrub consistency. So you might need to add a little bit more oil here. Yeah, I'm going to add a little bit more oil here. A little more squirt. And you'll see this stuff kind of just coming together. So when you're in your shower, I always recommend that you sit down in your tub or sit outside of your tub, and you take this mixture. Sorry, that was noise. You take this mixture and you just rub it directly on your wet feet. So get your feet wet, rub it directly onto your feet, rub every little area, and then kind of just rinse it off, and you'll be good to go. So the peppermint is really cooling on your feet. So if you've been on your feet for a long day and you've had a really long day, things like that, the peppermint scrub is an awesome thing to use. Okay, what we have up next is Citrus Fresh. So Citrus Fresh is a blend of a whole bunch of citrus fruits. So it's like lime, tangerine, mandarin, I might have said that wrong, orange, and some spearmint. So I might have left out a couple, but it's a really awesome blend. It's really nice and refreshing and clean smelling. So what I like to do with this is I don't use dryer sheets anymore, at least for me in my home. I actually use these little wool dryer balls, and they're awesome. They're cheap. They're about $4 on Young Living, and you get 4 of them, and they will literally last you forever. So I've had these for 10 months, and I use them all the time when I do my laundry. I just add 2 drops of any type of oil. So I like to use Citrus Fresh just because it's a very uplifting oil. And I just kind of do the 2 drops like that, pop it into my dryer, let it go, and it reduces the drying time because I actually have 2 of them, but I couldn't find the other one right now. I think my daughter took it. And so what you do is you put them in the dryer, and then they just kind of bounce around and move your clothes around everywhere. And so it really is helpful to kind of help with the wrinkles and reduce the drying time. And not only that, you have a all-natural fragrance or all-natural essential oil rather than some fake fragrance and things like that. So I recommend that you Google dryer sheets and kind of look up the dangers of dryer sheets. There's a lot of chemicals and a lot of things in there that are kind of unsafe and not good for us. And we wear those on our body and on our skin all day long. And anything that we put on our skin gets absorbed into our body. So we want to make sure that we're safe in regards to that, okay? So just Google dryer sheets and make your own decisions. But I use these wool dryer balls. They last forever. They're $4. Add a little essential oils when I do a load, and I'm good to go. Pop them in there. Okay. The next thing that we're going to go over is frankincense. So I actually love frankincense and I use it every day on my face. It's a really awesome oil. Not only is it grounding and it's really good for our emotions, but it's really good for our face and our skin. So what I do is I take a little small, this is a small little vial here. This is probably a 2 ml vial. So I'm doing little mini ones for me today because I thought it would be fun to, if anyone's asks any questions or kind of comments and things like that, I can kind of send these fun little samples to you guys. So make sure you guys are active and kind of respond, and I hope to hear from you. But anyway, so I'm going to show you how to make this. I use, actually there's 3 drops of frankincense in this 2 ml bottle. You can always add lavender if you'd like. You can add lemon if you have dark spots on your face. The only thing I say is if you do add any citrus oil, that you only use it at night and you wash your face before you go out in the morning. So as you see, I just put 3 drops actually got in there of frankincense, and I'm just filling this with jojoba oil. I use jojoba oil because I feel like it's a little bit gentler on my skin than coconut oil. I use rosehip oil as well, but I was out of it, so I'm just going to use jojoba. And you can mix it. Sometimes I'll put a little, if it's a little bit of a drier season, I'll add some coconut oil in with it. And that's actually what I'm going to do right now because it's a little drier outside. We are during the winter months, so I'm going to go ahead and add. So it's about halfway full right there of the jojoba oil. I'm going to fill the rest about 3/4 of the way with the coconut oil and put the topper back on. And since this is just frankincense, I can use this morning or night. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have any lemon in it. And what you do is you just kind of gently stir it around. Put some in your hands. Mix it together. And just apply it to your face in the morning. If you didn't want to make your own serum, you don't have to. You can add it to your serum that you already buy or your moisturizer, night or day cream that you already buy. And it works wonderfully. Okay. The next thing we're going to talk about is my absolute favorite oil, which is Valor. Valor is an awesome blend of oils. It's basically, they call it the Courage in a Bottle oil and things like that, which is great. And I actually apply it every morning to help ground my emotions and kind of get me that little added confidence to get going in the morning. And the way that I use this oil is I put my finger over the hole and I just kind of move it around like that and put it onto my forearms. And then I do the same thing. I lift my hair and I put it onto my brainstem, or right where my hair meets my neck, just to kind of get me going in the morning. So this really grounds me. I am very, I have a lot going on, so my mind can keep going a million miles a minute. So this just kind of helps bring me down a little bit. And then also with my anxiety with my anxiety, this kind of helps and just kind of brings me down and says, hey, chill, it's going to be okay. That's what I use this for. At least that's what it helps me for. I love Valor. I use it every morning. The next thing we're going to talk about is DiGize. So DiGize is an awesome oil for your tummy. So anything tummy related. So if you're having too much gas, if you're going to the bathroom too much, you're not going enough, just to spare too much details, DiGize is for you. Have heartburn, things like that going on. DiGize does not have a great smell or taste, or at least for some people that do not like black licorice. It does have fennel in it, so it's a little strong. So what I tend to do is I put it in these little veggie caps. So you can get these veggie caps directly on Amazon or through Young Living, wherever you'd like to get them from. And you just kind of open it up there. You have the other piece here. And you just add 1 to 2 drops of DiGize in there. I add 1 little pump of coconut oil just to kind of get it going into the capsule. Put the lid on, and then you just take it like a regular pill. So I can show you, because I'm not having tummy issues, but this always keeps me, like everything kind of going great. So I'll go ahead and take it. I'm in my 12 minutes, but we have a few more to go, so I'm going to keep going. The next thing that we're going to make is with Raven essential oil. So Raven is like the breathe oil. So it's really good for respiratory stuff and you have things kind of going on that way. It's awesome. So it just helps open up your lungs and things like that. It's great for exercise. It's great when you're at the gym, things like that, just to kind of get you going. I notice when I inhale it before I get on the elliptical, I can go a little bit longer without getting so winded because it just kind of opens up your lungs. So you can inhale it directly out. It smells so good. Directly out of the out of the bottle, or we can make a chest rub. So I'm going to do 4 drops of Raven. And what I have over here is just coconut oil from Costco. I just got the organic cold pressed coconut oil. You can use whatever you can afford, you know, whatever you can do, works just fine. And so I'm just going to scoop some of this out here. Remember I said I'm making all these samples, guys, these little small versions. So I really would love for you to be active in the group, or active in this post. And for anyone that's the most active, I will send you a little sample. So I'll reach out to you, send you a message, and we can get you a little sample in the mail of the stuff that we just made. Okay. So basically what I have in this container is just some coconut oil and some Raven. So coconut oil, at the beginning it's a little cold, so I'm just going to kind of work it around with my spoon. And then we're going to start kind of whipping it in this bowl. So we're going to do something similar like this with another oil for a different purpose, which is great. So super easy, one process, but for 2 different oils to give us 2 different things that we can use with it. So starting to get a little softer now, so I can kind of start whipping it a little bit. And it'll be kind of like a nice shiny sheen color. Like you'll kind of notice it looks shiny now, like after you kind of whip it up a little bit. So just think about, I don't know, if you're whipping eggs or something in a container, and you just kind of move it together, get going, and it's awesome. So the reason why I use Young Living essential oils instead of just some grocery store bought oils or ones from Sprouts or Whole Foods is the quality of the oil. So Young Living has the seed to still guarantee, which is awesome, and it's really what it means is that from the seed of the plant all the way until it's sealed in the bottle, it follows the process very closely. So what they do is they actually it's third party tested several times. It's tested again when it gets to the farm. To Utah corporate office. Corporate office. Yes. And factories and things like that. So they have the highest standards of any essential oils company. We actually own all of our farms independently, so we don't. Young Living does not kind of lease out their farms to anybody else or anything like that, which is great. So you kind of know the quality and everything is just the utmost. And they actually we do not use any pesticides at all on any of our oils or plants or anything like that we use, and everything's hand weeded and picked at the most prime time of the plant, so you can get the highest quality of essential oils. So that's the difference between grocery store oils that you get at Sprouts, Walmart, Whole Foods, online, things like that. So you want to make sure that you're researching the brand of essential oils that you're getting, because they will change. So basically, I've used so many different brands of essential oils. Once I said on Young Living, I have not moved anywhere else because of the quality. So when I would use them before, I would say, hey, I don't get it. Like, I love the way they smell, but I don't get any other quality of that oil. And with Young Living, I've noticed such a change in so many different things that I love it so much. Anyway, so I'm going back to this Breathe oil. So you'll notice there, it's a little shiny. It's a lot more white, like shinier than what it was. So you just take a little bit in your hand like this and rub it together. And when you're having some type of respiratory issues, or you can't breathe, you're having a cough, you're going to go to the gym, things like that, and you want to breathe, you just rub it here in your chest. And it will just open up your airways and just kind of get your lungs going. So I'll even have my daughter rub it into my back, things like that, when I'm having issues breathing or just have a really bad cough or something like that. Okay, so that's our Raven. We're going to do 2 more. Bear with me, I'm a little over. And we're going to actually do coconut oil again. So we're going to focus on Pan-Away next. Pan-Away is a great oil for muscle relief and muscle tension. So if you're at the gym and you're hitting it hard, things are kind of going on, you doing housework or yard work or whatever it may be. I'm just going to make a smaller version of this just for time purposes. You rub it into your muscles and it just kind of helps alleviate some of that pain and some of that soreness. So I have a little bit of coconut oil in here. I'm going to put 3 drops again of the Pan-Away. And it says wintergreen in it. It smells so good, and it's really it's really good on your muscles. So like I said, I'm going to do kind of a small version here. Please bear with all my noise. I'm just going to kind of whip it up as much as you can. Okay. And you're going to apply this to any sore muscles. So your thighs, your arms, your chest muscles, your abs, you know, whatever you're working on at the gym, and you have that soreness, or in the backyard, or in the front yard, or in your house, you're painting. That's what my husband's been doing lately. Things like that. You just rub it directly into your muscle, a little bit here, and wherever you're sore, and you just kind of rub it in. That's all you do. Just rub it in. I always like to tell everybody, this isn't a miracle. It's not going to last you all day, just like any other medication or over-the-counter stuff, or Bengay or any of that stuff is not going to last you all day. So you want to make sure that you come in here and reapply to your sore muscles every couple of hours, and you'll just kind of notice it just kind of helps alleviate some of that soreness because of the wintergreen and what else we got in here? Wintergreen, Herculisum, clove, which is really numbing, and peppermint. So it's an awesome blend, and it's really, really good with on your muscles. So last but not least, I'm going to show you how to make a DIY foaming hand soap that I make with Thieves. Thieves is an awesome blend of essential oils. It has a few different things in it, and I always get it wrong, so I like to read it. It has clove, lemon, cinnamon, eucalyptus radiata, and rosemary. So it's a really awesome immunity blend. I make a roller for it that I put on my neck every day with the coconut oil and Thieves, and I also add a little bit of lemon or citrus fresh in there just to kind of keep me above the wellness line. But I also make a foaming hand soap with it. You can also buy the foaming hand soap. They have it in the virtual office or online through Young Living as well, but I like to make it with my starter kit oils. So what you'll do in this container is I'm actually going to add some castile soap. I use Dr. Bronner's unscented. So in this container, I'm going to fill it up a quarter of the way with Dr. Bronner's. Okay, so you see it, it's about a quarter of the way. I'm going to come in here and add 7 drops of Thieves. Okay. And then I'm just going to fill up the rest with water. So we don't want to fill it up too much because we're going to have to put this pump back in there. So we have to make sure we don't fill it up too much. Let's fill it about 3/4 of the way or so. Just so we can get this thing. See, I'm a little bit short, but it's okay. So what we're going to do next is actually we're just going to move it around, get that soap and that water incorporated in there. If you want, you can add a little bit of vitamin E oil, some coconut oil, whatever for moisture. I have not had to add it. I've been okay. But sometimes during the winter, like when it's really, really dry, I have added some. So what's awesome about this is what might come out the first squirt might just be water. So I'm just preparing you guys now. But this is really awesome foaming hand soap. So if you see it, it's coming out, it's foaming. You put it in your hands and you basically just wash away. So we have some foaming hand soap here, which is awesome. So thank you guys so much for bearing with me. The video is a little bit longer than expected. But if you have any questions, please comment below, and hope you guys have a great day. Thanks.